with this running now. I know the amount of questions people have been asking in the chat itself. So we're trying to keep it as short as possible. I just have like a couple of questions just to clarify for my team. Audience have been asking, so people get a clear indication of what the platform is all about, who is behind it, and what to expect. What to expect most of all, right? Abdul, right? So
yeah, what I was just thinking, Jeremy, is obviously me and Brent were probably a bit more wary of what the fantastic bot that you've got, Jonny Blockchain. But as this is going to sort of like my viewers, his viewers, I was wondering if you could just enlighten us, give us like an introduction to like Jonny Blockchain for like the viewers that may have not heard of it and the ones that are just starting off, just to like a basic understanding, and then we'll probably go into a bit more in depth with the questions that me and Brent have.
Okay, sure. Well, Jonny Blockchain really started its life out as an arbitrage robot with centralized exchanges. But what we found with the arbitrage is there's too many different tokens that have the same ticker. So in other words, it could be Bitcoin on one exchange, and then when you go to another exchange, it says Bitcoin, but it's a completely different coin. So we found it very hard to do arbitrage, and also when you're working with centralized exchanges, to do an arbitrage, you need to either have both of the same tokens on both exchanges, or you need to be able to withdraw a token, send it to another exchange, and then you're obviously at the mercy of the blockchain and however long that takes, and then you could lose the arbitrage. So we started to look to develop a trading robot that first worked with centralized exchanges. And we got it to work with Binance.com and Binance.us. And we were ready to go to market with it. We were very happy with it. And then the SEC started doing all sorts of skullduggery with Binance.
yeah.
And so we decided we wanted to go decentralized. So we held off the launch, which we were lucky, really, that the launch didn't happen. And then the SEC did their sort of trick. So we then sort of looked at doing it for Pancake Swap, which unfortunately there's no code anywhere, because Pancake Swap is truly a decentralized exchange. There is a team behind it, but nobody knows who the team is. They've got a support there, and they offer some documentation on how to interact with their site, but not much. So we then looked at Uniswap, and Uniswap, we found that they had lots of documentation online that we could read and learn how to interact with Uniswap. And so we got our decentralized robot to work with Uniswap, and it still does work with Uniswap. Problem is with Uniswap, their main focus is on the Ethereum blockchain. And we all know that the trading fees or the blockchain fees would be way, very too high.
Yeah.
But the good thing with Uniswap, Pancake Swap was a fork of Uniswap. So it was exactly the same code. So we thought, well, let's just try it blind. So we went in blind and just told the robot to look at Uniswap and not, told it to look at Pancake Swap and not at Uniswap. And it worked. And so then we started developing the code a bit more, using both platforms, the Uniswap with Ethereum and Pancake Swap on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, Uniswap do have the Binance Smart Chain, but they've got very limited liquidity pools. They've got lots for Ethereum, but very limited for Binance Smart Chain. So it's really Pancake Swap was the piece to the resistance. That's what we really wanted to capture. And we tested it for almost 18 months.
Okay.
Trying it out, testing different things on Pancake Swap. Got it to run smoothly for a good 4 months. And then we thought, right, we're ready now to go to market. And then, so what we did, we launched, I think was the back end of October, I started promoting it, basically. It was always there for people to join, but nobody found it because I wasn't doing any marketing for it. And I had a few people that have followed me for many years because I've built lots of websites, been online since 2004. Worked with the same developer. He's my business partner since 2004. And, so we had a few people that was close friends, if you like, but not friends as in I only know them through the internet, through working online. And they became my testers. And they've been with me ever since. And here we are today. We're live on Pancake. And it's from here, this is ground zero. From here, it's only up because now we've got a working audience and we can really start to push out the, push up the cogs, if you like, and start to develop new fields regards decentralized trading. We're the first, might I add, to trade on Pancake Swap in the way that we do. There's other robots that trade with, there's plenty of them that trade with centralized exchanges. I think you're both members of a couple of them. I think
like EasyBot, TafaBot.
Yeah, so you got those ones have been trading a little bit less than us in regards the centralized stuff. We sort of created our robot before EasyBot came along, and then EasyBot came up, but EasyBot don't have they don't have decentralized exchanges.
So I was actually thinking that you was inspired by EasyBot, but like EasyBot was inspired by you.
Well, I joined all the robots over the years.
Yeah.
I joined all the robots, and you get little bits, ideas from each one.
Definitely.
Jeremy, could you, I don't know if you could share your screen, if you could just show the actual website and just the dashboard and just to go through a few things just for the viewers, just to get an understanding of what Jonny Blockchain is about.
Yeah, sure. Share screen. Let me go to. Is there a bit that says entire screen? I'm trying to look. It says desktop on whiteboard. iPad. I think this is the one. Firefox. Let's have a look. Tell me if you see open system preferences. What's it say? Open system preference security to grant access.
Because I give it access already.
Have you? Right, let's try again then. Let's try again. Unknown, let's try it. Share. No, it's asking me, I think, to open my. So I just got to switch on Zoom there, right? Bear with me. Let's just put
not a problem.
Admin password in there. Modify the setting. Quit. It's asking me to quit the app and reopen it. So I'm going to have to join the call because it didn't have permission to look at the screen. So I'll go out the room and come back in. Okay.
Not a problem.
So there we have it then, Brent. It's
Go ahead.
No, I've just had a message. It's saying the meeting ID is incorrect.
Say again?
The meeting ID is incorrect. Could you just send me the meeting ID?
He's coming back in the room there now.
I think we're back in. We're cooking on this.
Right.
Oh no, sorry. I think that's one of my viewers wants to join in. Right, we'll just let him join in, but he's just stay on mute. That's fine. So carry on, Jeremy.
Right, so I'm sharing Firefox now. So let me know that you see it. Have you got the screen?
Yes, can see it here now.
Okay, so good. So look, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the home screen first. And so we're looking for a new design. And look, if you look on this image here on the right, that probably gives the game away because we started off trading on Bitfinex, Binance, Coinbase, HitBTC, Huobi, and OKX. There's where we were trading with on our centralized, and we started that off on a different domain, and that was about 9 years ago that we started building robots. Okay. And then so what we've done is we need to get the redesign done because we need to get rid of these exchanges that are on there. for the Hawkeyes amongst you. And then we move down to what we trade with now. We got Binance, Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and Binance.com. Now, we was going to get rid of Binance because, you know, they dumped BUSD. They're not no longer doing the BUSD coin. They're only doing, so we don't know how long Binance is going to go around. Is the SEC going to let them carry on trading? They've shut down a few of the markets around the world, like Russia. I think anybody in the UK now that have got an account, if they don't have an account, they can't link a bank card with it. If they're a new user, I think there's only the legacy ones can. But if we move down here, this is an interesting thing that we've had on the site. And so if you look here at this graph, you can see this is our, when we sort of launched, if you look there, it says 2023 there. If you can see there, 23 was when we launched the centralized stuff for the world, if you like. We still had people using it. And so for many years, we were developing the centralized stuff. And then we sort of went quiet while we were trying to develop the decentralized stuff. And then if you look here, this is when we launched a soft launch, if you like, with about 30 people in here. And then this is where we launched it to, you know, we really pressed up the gears and got it to
move in.
So now it's trading, you know, obviously with trading, it goes up and down depending on the markets. So this is where the DEX bot really took life over the last sort of month and a half, okay, couple of months at the most. So if you look over here, so since this time here on round 23 here, you see 29th for the first 23. Since this time along here, it's got 1,300 robots that are running at the moment. We've got 214 users, and this is now we've just broke the 20 grand. So we've
because yesterday it was 19,000
a profit. Yeah, we've done this many successful transactions. Okay, and that's 95.3% success rate. So that means the bots bought back a profitable trade. We've got 0 profits, which means it just broke even. And then we've got negative profits of 1.9. Now, the majority of these ones here are people that stop the bot manually themselves. They want to get out of the trade and they say, I don't want to trade there. And so really, we should really have, you know, almost 100% success rate, you know, but it tends to be that humans interact and they do this bit here where they escape the trade. So if I come back up to the top, we got 2 main tabs here, a getting started section and a dashboard. Obviously, the getting started is exactly what it says on the tin. It shows you basically what you need to get started. There's a quick video there. And then we've got this user guide here. There was a link underneath. If I go back, there's a link underneath this video. You've got our Telegram group and our YouTube channel for Jonny Blockchain. And then we've got this step-by-step user guide. And this basically will take somebody that's a complete beginner from start to finish.
I want to ask something about this, about the...
Sorry?
I just want to ask one question as you're on this page right here. Did you came about this based on the years of experience that you gathered? Why I asked that, because the first I came across it and I went to the user guide, this is absolutely any newbie can jump on this, watch those videos, and got started immediately if they wish to, based on the information. Or did you came about this through experience of using other bots and seeing where it can approve on? How it came about this?
Well, I came about the user guide really because I got fed up with joining other sites and it was there just wasn't enough information for you to join, or the videos were too long, or the people just rambled rather than get to the point. So these videos that I've done here, I tried to get straight to the point, just about the subject. I mean, if we look at this one, the you know, setting up your 2FA, this actually, when you click it, they all take you over to YouTube. But you know, look at that. It's 25 seconds long to show you how to set up your Google 2FA. There's no buffalo dust or anything else that goes with it. You know, it's
that's the simplicity of it. I think it's great.
Exactly. It gives you what you want. You know, you don't want to buy a tin of blue paint and have to find out that you've got to put 7 other colors with it to get it. And when you open it, it's actually a white tin of paint and you've got to add loads of other things to it to make it blue, you know? So I thought the best way to do things was get to the point and not talk about anything else other than what it says on the tin, you know, and that's what I did with this user guide. I've created these videos to just talk about the subject matter that's written on the label there, you know, basically that's it. So we've got this top section is probably the most important that people need to watch. This section here is if you're using it on a mobile. Now, the only difference with a mobile, you need to make sure that you're using a Firefox, sorry, not a Firefox, a MetaMask browser on your mobile. Then all of the other stuff, when you're in on the site, providing you're in on your MetaMask browser on your mobile, is the same. Everything else is the same.
Just stop you for 1 second. Brent, I think there's a few people that wanted to be let in the Zoom. There's a few people in the lobby waiting to get into the Zoom.
Check it out. That's all. Let them go ahead now.
No. Carry on, Jeremy.
Okay. And then, so this bit down here, this section here is for somebody that doesn't have a clue about MetaMask. And then we've got some other videos here that talk about how much it costs and you know, how you earn affiliate commissions. Connecting to Binance, look, 2 simple videos. And then down here is just some information once they start using the system. And if I come back up to the top and I go to the dashboard, on the dashboard, you've got the robots here. So this robot here, this guy, Terry, allows me to use his account. This is an old member. And he never really traded with the DEX bots. He had an account that he was trading with the centralized. And then what he did was he created a completely new account, different email address, and said, I want to separate them up because I want to use it for my own followers. And so he started his first robot. He had $125 in his MetaMask wallet when he started. And the last time I spoke to him, he's just over 265 now, I believe. And he started this on the 17th of November at 10:30 in the morning, UK. He's in the UK. Yeah. And so this robot here has been trading since the 17th of November. Look, 140%. This one, the 2nd of December, 4%. This one, the 3rd of January, not so great, but 1% there. He's got a robot here that he's going to be entering the market when it drops by 5%. So that obviously that robot hasn't started. And then he's got another robot here that he started on the 8th of January, but it's not done any, you know, it's only got one open lot at the moment.
Yeah, I like some of the videos you've done recently. I think there was one yesterday or the day before where you could actually set the robots to actually you know, get into the market. So
yeah.
It's
well, we you know, setting up your robot couldn't be any easier. You've got a big plus sign there, or you can go to this DEX trends, and this shows you what's been happening with the existing users. So, like if we look here, this Good Gaming coin, that's got 195 bots, and those 195 bots have returned 3,870%, you know, which is brilliant. Obviously, not every bot has returned that same amount. That's added up all the ROIs for each individual bot. And of course, depending on what people are trading with, whether it's $20, $100 or a $500 or you know, but that's the ROI, and that goes down the list here. The Cake one, you know, AVAX. I like to trade myself with the top 100 coins. You know, the top 10 coins. If you're doing Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum, AVAX,
Solana, XRP,
Solana, that, you know, you're pretty safe because I don't mind holding those coins. You know, I bought my first Bitcoin when it was £370.
Wow.
So I don't mind holding Bitcoin. You know, I don't mind holding, I mean, Cake, I've got a lot of Cake and it was at $40 at one time, you know. 2 years ago was at $40 and it's at about $2.50 now. So if you buy coins and hold them, that's great in a bull market because obviously the price just keeps going up. But if you want to trade them and earn some dollars that you can put in your bank account, you need to be able to ride those coins, don't you? The ups and downs of those coins. And then creating a robot, you can either do it from this screen where you can click on that plus sign. So if I click on that for the GGG, and you've got this section here, you just create your a name you want. You've got the trading pair here. You can change the trading pair, whether the bot's active or inactive, whether you want the bot to keep trading multiple times, or it's just a single run where you're going to buy and sell it, hold it for a while. This one will stop the bot and sell it. There's any open lots that it's got, sell them at a profit or break even. And then if you're really fed up with the coin and you think, no, look, I just want to get my money out and I'm prepared to take a loss, you can use this setting, shut your bot down. It will close them immediately, sell them at the market price. But of course, you could incur a loss there. And then
just one question based on this here, but based on the bot itself, right? Because it will have a lot of new people, coming from high degen projects where they are accustomed with high returns, right? As we all know, trading bots take time to build capital over a period of time. What is the real expectation people should know, not with just the Jonny Block bots, but actually when coming into using trading itself, the expectation of returns over a period of time?
Well, it again depends on the type of trading you're doing, whether you're doing like spot trading, because most of crypto's done through spot trading. You can do futures trading, but you'd have to be on a centralized exchange. If you're doing forex trading, or you're doing binary options trading, I've done them all, to be honest. Right. I've found with Jonny Blockchain, for example, you should average around 20% a month. If you can get 20% a month on a portfolio, some days you're going to earn really well, some days you're not going to earn as well. But that's trading. The same as if you were forex. If you were doing forex trading, let's say that you've got $1,000 that you say, well, I want to trade with $1,000. Well, you never ever trade with $1,000. You use 2% of your portfolio, your account balance to trade particular coins or currencies, or whether it be commodities or stock. You never trade with a flat $1,000 because you'll lose it all. So with the same, it goes with here. If you're trading, if you've got $100 or $500 or $1,000 or $10,000, you're never ever going to trade with the full amount. You're going to trade with smaller portions of that. If we look here, you're trading here with $20, and if you left it on the default settings, it's saying you should have a reserve fund of $622. But if we look here, this bot's designed to take if you add up all these minuses, because minus 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, the market's got to drop around 80% before it goes all the way down the bottom here.
Wow, yeah.
And you see, I don't know whether I want to say we have or they have, EasyBot have a similar setup to us. And
same thing, yeah.
Yes, so what they're doing is they're doing this dollar cost averaging, and then what it's doing, if your bot gets right down the bottom here, or it opens up, say, 5 lots or 10 lots or 7 lots. So say you get down to 7 lots here and you've used up this amount of money, and then the bot starts to make a profit down at this level 7, it will keep some of the funds. You see, we've got keep profits. It will keep some of the funds to bring down the price of the coins, of the lots that you bought in before. So, like a lot of trading robots, like especially Forex ones I've used, if you buy in high, and the price, the stock drops, or the commodity drops, or the currency drops, you've got to wait for it to go back up before you can get your money out. Where with this type of bot, you're not waiting for the price to go right back up to the top. You're looking for a bottom, and then when it's at that bottom, if it can trade on that bottom, if there's enough movement, then it will carry on trading, pick you up a bit of profit, and slowly get to the stage where it can release your funds. I don't know whether Terry has got a bot here where it's closed multiple trades. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. So here you can
3 and 4.
3 and 4. That closed 3 and 4. Now the good thing is with this, guys, I don't know, I'm sure you're aware of that. Let's look at this 29th of December. Okay. So this bot spent $40, and this link here, this button, if you click it, it opens up the blockchain. The blockchain does not lie. This transaction is done through Pancake Swap. As you can see, it's interacting with Pancake Swap's liquidity pool, and it's on the blockchain. So then if we go, it spent $40. Then at a later date on the 1st of January, so it bought it on the 29th. Then on the 1st of January, it sold it. Now, if you look here, this is the interesting bit. It says it sold it for $40.82, but it's showing you here 45, or showing Terry here that he only made 45 cents and not 82. So why is it showing that he only made 45 cents and not 82? Well, first off, we need to go to the blockchain just to see something. We click on that button. This is the sale. This put back into Terry's wallet $40.89 worth of USTD. And if we go back to Jonny Blockchain, you could see at the time, I mean, them prices, let's go here. Let's click on this because it will show you. There you go, 41.8. Yeah. It's actually, he got more back in his wallet than what's actually showing here. Because what we do with these calculations, we take out what you would have paid on blockchain fees. So you actually got this full amount in your wallet, but we're only showing you got 26 cents. And the reason being is we're taking out the blockchain fees, plus the bot's it doesn't keep it because it's in your wallet, but it shows you here that you've made 26 cents. So you could, if that was $26, you could put that into your bank account and it won't affect the bots. The other bit of percentage that it's kept, it keeps it to bring down that average price of the lots above. And that's why that one managed to close those 2 lots on the 29th. You see it bought on the 29th lot, and on the 29th again on the it bought lot 3 there, and it closed them up here. These will be above. Sorry, I was down too low, but yeah, because that date would have been wrong. So look, it closed on the 29th of December. So that lot 3 was opened up on the 29th of December. And so that was opened up at 12 in the morning.
Yeah.
Closed it at 9:30 in the morning. And the lot 4, where would that be? Here it is. So that was opened up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it sold those 2 lots. And if you see, that's 40 plus 12, 52, and it actually returned 54.58 and showed a profit there of $1.96. So bearing in mind, this spot's trading on $20 to start with.
Sure,
one thing I think you just pointed out, Jeremy, is what the viewers like. Obviously, me and Brent have been in this space for a while now, and a lot of projects that do come and go. Just to point out, Jeremy was just showing that your funds are on, for example, Metamask, and he clearly is just showing that the blockchain transactions, so the funds are in your control. So once the transactions have done, once the bot bought it. So, for example, we're looking at Bitcoin, USDT is bought from Bitcoin, then it goes back to USDT in your MetaMask wallet. So, as you can see, it's totally sort of rug free in the sense because you've got control of your funds.
Well, it can't be rugged. So it's 1,000% rug free because the smart contract is on the blockchain.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, what you do is you're approving your wallet to talk to to talk to a smart contract. Not even we can get access to that smart contract. Nobody can get access to that smart contract, and we're in the process of having it audited. So what happens is you got USTD in your MetaMask wallet. The same as if I was to go over to, if I just go here, Pancake Swap. Let me just Google that. Pancake Swap. And here, if I go to Pancake Swap, so if I was trading on Pancake Swap live myself and I came up to trade, never worked with children, the animal, and the internet. It's there we go. And I go down to swap, because basically when you're trading cryptocurrencies, they don't actually call it trading, they call it swapping. You know, you're exchanging one token for another, or you're swapping one token for another. But basically it's trading. So if I wanted to trade BNB with Cake, I would need BNB inside my Metamask wallet or a Web3 wallet. Now, when I place the trade, so if I was to connect my wallet, it should open up my Metamask wallet. It opens up. This is exactly what Jonny Blockchain does. Opens up my Metamask wallet. Let me sign in. And you'll see that it's picked up my Metamask wallet. Let's just have a look. If I've got any, let's move that out of the way. Bear in mind. If I've got any BNB in here, I'll connect with this one. Yeah, I've got $5.40 worth of BNB. So look, if I was to put 25 cents worth of BNB, which is $1.27, okay, and I want to buy Cake. Now, in a minute, that's going to fetch me back a price and tell me how many Cake I'm going to get for my $1.27. Now, when it brings back that price, let's try doing the max, see if it comes back a little bit quicker. But when I do that, what's going to happen is there'll be a button down the bottom here that says approve. So first off, I'll have to approve the BNB to trade with Pancake Swap. And then you see, I've traded obviously on here before. It then turns the button to swap. Now, when I swap, it's going to give me all of my Cake. All of my BNB is going to give me that. So if I do 20%, I'll need a 50%, leave myself some fees. Now, what this is going to do when I swap on here, this smart contract, this liquidity pool, which is where the funds are kept on the blockchain,
right,
is going to take my BNB from my wallet, okay? And this is exactly how Jonny Blockchain works. So if I click swap, it's going to say, this is the swap. Do you want to confirm it? And I click confirm. Now it's going to start to take my funds in a moment. It's going to bring up my Metamask wallet. It should do. It says preparing it. There it is. It's bringing up my Metamask wallet. Now, this is going to take my funds out of my Metamask wallet. Click confirm. And now what that's done now, my funds will leave the wallet, go into the internet on the blockchain, and the Cake will be returned back to my wallet. So if I go here and view it on the, go in here, get the activity, and I'll go to the blockchain. There's the activity.
yes.
So you should be able to see this on the blockchain exactly as you do in Jonny Blockchain. It's there on the blockchain for everybody to see. Nobody can give you any buffalo dust to say it's not.
I think the difference with what you're doing there, Jeremy, is you're doing it manually. Jonny Blockchain does it automatically.
Exactly.
Work out the percentages in the price rise. And then when it's getting to a certain profit level, it'll just sell, or it'll go to the buy.
Exactly.
So that's the difference. I think the viewers need to know.
Yeah. So you see, so the point I'm trying to make here, and I might not be getting it across that great. This is exactly what Jonny Blockchain does. Is it doesn't have access to your funds. The smart contract has access to your funds, and it's exactly the same way. This came from this wallet, went to the smart contract, into the router of Pancake Swap, and then it sent the Cake back to my wallet. So the only time that my funds left my wallet was when it went into the blockchain, into the smart contracts, and then returned it back to my wallet. And this is using the Pancake Swap router V3. And we work with V3 and V2.
Just to highlight to the people, so this is where the control bit is. As you guys probably will see, there's a lot of projects where you have to actually give the developer or the project owner your money, and that's you not having any control of that. As you can see, there's a demonstration. Obviously, this is on Pancake Swap. Same concept is on Jonny Blockchain, where it's done automatically, where when you put it in, it's done automatically, so you're still in control of your funds.
So other projects that last a day, last a month, last 2 months, this won't happen with this particular project. So it's a great way of making passive income where you're in control. You could build up your coin. Obviously, with the bull run coming up, you could have a look at that. Obviously, the only thing I could probably say with Jeremy would probably say it's you've got to look at the market conditions when the price goes up.
But what you want to be, if you, I like to say to people this: when you're using anything with online, you've got stuff that's low risk, medium risk, or super high risk. There's never no risk.
That's so true.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in what they call ROI contracts, where you pay your money in, and if you're a leader like us three that are sitting on this call now and can bring people in behind you, then we're in front of the queue and you're joining in behind us. You're at the back of the queue, and if you bring somebody in, they're at the back of your queue, So at some point with those ROI contracts where they guarantee to give you 3% a day or 2% a day, they're not trading, because there's not a trading platform or a real trader on the planet that will get 3%, 2% day in, day out. Practically impossible.
Okay.
So they all tend to be Ponzi's, they all tend to be rug pulls. Now, one of the good things with Jonny Blockchain, and I've looked at the market, we charge $25 for you to get access. Our nearest competitor is I suppose, if you like, EasyBot.
Yes.
Now, if you want to use EasyBot, you've got to pay anything, I think, from $200 upwards to get access to their trading platform.
And they have a limited amount of bots that you can actually.
Yes, and we have unlimited. You can create as many bots as you like, And the good thing is we do charge a higher service fee than them, but we only take that at the end of the week, so you can trade for a full week, earn your profit, and then at the end of the week you've got a little invoice to pay. That's basically it. We're not taking the money off you up front. We're only taking $25 off you up front, for you to get access. After that, you've got to have a bit of B&B inside Jonny Blockchain smart contract to cover the trading, the blockchain fees. We're not going to pay the blockchain fees for you. But when our bot calculates, like I was showing you earlier, when it calculates the profit, it takes into account the trading blockchain fees. It takes those into account. So we're, if you like, letting you have access to the robot, and you got to make money before you pay us any money. If you don't make any money, well, then you haven't got to pay us. So really, I suppose the highest risk you've got when you first start is about $35. That's your bit out of pocket that you're going to lose.
Pay for the yearly fee and the $10.
Yeah, exactly. So
and a question, as the on fees with the $25 in terms of the referral system, where if you refer somebody, you gain a percentage. When and how it is accessible for withdrawal off the platform?
Right. So whenever anybody deposits in their $25 to pay for their access to either the DEX bots or the centralized bots,
right?
That money that they deposited in is held for 7 days. It's not that we want to hold your money for 7 days. It's to stop if your account gets hacked. Somebody can't go in and withdraw your money that you've paid, that $25, by changing your wallet address. You see, so we put it in there. The system then locks in your wallet address, and then we hold it in there to make sure that when a withdrawal request comes in, it's come from you. Now, your main trading fund, remember, your main trading fund is always inside your wallet. It's always inside your Metamask wallet. It's only when you pay us the license fee, that money, when you pay us, we get it immediately, obviously, because it clears on the blockchain. But before we pay the commission out to your upline, we hold it for 7 days to make sure that there's no skullduggery and people are not trying to stack accounts and make doing some skullduggery, if you like. So we just do it as a security measure. We hold it for 7 days. Then after 7 days, you can withdraw it immediately. So if you got, let's say you got 7 people came into your team. One came in on a Monday, one came in on a Tuesday, one came in on a Wednesday, and so on. The person that came in on the Monday, you would be able to withdraw that commission the following Monday. The person that came on the Tuesday, you'd be able to withdraw that on the following Tuesday. If you've got 2 people that joined on the Monday, one at 1 o'clock in the morning and one at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 days later on a Monday at 1 o'clock in the morning, you'd be able to withdraw that back to your wallet, or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd be able to withdraw the second bit of commission back to your wallet.
When they came in.
Yeah, it's basically a 7-day hold for any affiliate commissions that you earn.
Just a point on the security, Jeremy. I know I was in the group. I've been watching the group every day. You were talking about they're doing the audit. Could you just touch on that?
Sure. Well, what we wanted to do, we just launched a copy of the contract, and let me get the contracts up. That's probably the best thing, and then I can show you the 2 contracts side by side, and you'll be able to see the difference. So I'll get that contract. Now I'll share my screen in a minute, so bear with me.
Sure.
And then we'll get this contract. Right. So let me come over to Zoom and share screen. This time we're going to go to Chrome. Here we are. So let me see if you can see Chrome.
Yes, we can see it.
Right. So if we go down to here, hold on. If we go down to here, we've got the contract code there. This is the old contract. Now, nobody can read that contract because we hid everything. Okay, but the problem is with that, we can't get it audited because nobody can read the contract. So what we did, the same contract, and if we go to the code, you could see now it's verified. The code's been verified, but now it's readable. So an audit can read it to see exactly what the code does.
What codes it have in it, if it have any rug codes or whatever.
Yes, to see if it's got any rug pulls in there or anything like that. So that's what we've done. We've created that version 8, as you can see there, version 8 of the code. And then what we'll do, once we get the audit back, if the audit comes back and says, yeah, you're all good to go, or you've got to make some changes, then we'll have to launch version 9.
And what time frame are you looking at for that audit?
I don't know. I contacted them today to tell them we're ready for them to audit. So we're just waiting for them to come back, and then I'll update the community to say when that audit's been done.
Okay. So can you see my screen?
Automatic?
Yeah. So whilst during the live during this live, I had two transactions. It's just gone to now. It's 0.78992%.
Right.
So what I've done whilst we were just talking, I've created another bot. But what I've done is I'm just testing this one on the compounding. So this one here, as you can see, it's compounding. I've clicked the compound to see the effect of that.
Right.
So I've got it here, and then this one didn't have the compounding, as you can see.
So you took that one off?
Took that one off and just put the compounding on to see what the difference will be. So I've started. I'm still trading Matic.
Right.
As you can see, these 3 transactions have been in the last 24 hours. So I've gained a return investment of 2.789%. So I've got, as you can see, guys, what Jeremy was talking, there's my funds in my wallet. Let me just load my Metamask up. There you go. So that's going to go, all of that is going to go into my next trade. And looking at Matic, it has been picking up. This is the DEX trader where you could, DEX screener where you could go in and check the prices, how it's been going through. So as you can see, it's been going up and down for the last hour and a half. I've been checking it. So it's gone down. So it's probably going to buy any moment now. And then I'm hoping the price goes up.
Yeah, with the movement and especially with the expectation, with the launch of this ETF thing.
One thing I think when Jeremy, just before he comes out, he pointed out, which I thought was really vital. When you, so if we go into here, the distance,
So, for example, I was talking to you about it, Brent.
Yes.
Bitcoin, you could possibly buy Bitcoin, like say today, 100 worth of Bitcoin, and then we all know Bitcoin price is likely to rise in the next couple of months. This is my tip for you guys. You could either switch the bot off after you've bought it, or keep it running. Stop buying and selling lots with profit and break even. So you could set it here. So what that means, it'll buy a lot, then it'll wait till it sells. So if you set the price at a percentage, so say if the price of what I've bought was, so what I'm talking about here, if you just 1 second, let me just go back. So say Bitcoin, where's my Bitcoin? I've got Bitcoin here, so there's the Bitcoin. So we've got Bitcoin here. This is the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, so the price has just gone down to 45,000.
Yeah,
so say if you bought $100 worth of Bitcoin now and hold it for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the price goes up to here, say 46 or even higher, you know, in the next couple of weeks, you could set the bot to buy it at that rate. So say you bought it now, 45,000, you've bought 100 or 200, whatever you want to put in, then set the price to be sold at 48,000. Imagine how much profit you would make. So the way you would do it, so we'll just use, obviously this is an inactive bot, so we'll just go back to the bot. You just put the difference in percentage in these two boxes. And then when it goes to 48,000, the bot will automatically sell your Bitcoin.
Yeah, so you would want to put that on a single run. Put it on a single run.
In the single run.
Single run, and then set the take profits at a higher percentage.
Yeah.
You could buy and you can also, you know, set the price of the bot to say if you thought it was going to drop back, it was going to do a pullback, you could set it so that the bot would buy in at a lower price if the price got down there, and then set, you know, a 5%, a 4%, a 10%, whichever you desire, and then the bot will sell it. Because, you know, sometimes, especially with Bitcoin, it can pump when you're in bed, and then the next morning you wake up and you think, I've just missed out on that big pump.
Well, this will be like for, say, like experience share. If you know what you're doing, you could put is it both the boxes, isn't it? I think you mentioned.
Well, if you're doing a single run, it would only be the top box.
The top one, okay. So you just set it.
If you're doing multiple runs, so if you're on that single run, you would do that top box, which would be the average bot set. Yeah, because that's the first lot that gets bought.
I think just for the viewers, you would work it out using the calculator here. This is the percentage calculator. So you would get the percentage difference of what you bought, the actual Bitcoin, to what you want to sell it, and you just put it into here, and that's it.
Exactly. So you would be on the left-hand side if you were putting 45,000, for example, and you said, I want to sell it when it gets to, say, 50,000. That will tell you, that green box there will tell you what the percentage is. You know, so you've got there 100 and 110. Well, obviously that's 10%. So you'd know to put the take profits in at 10%.
Example, just put 45,000.
Like 45 in there, and then in the other box where they got the 110, you'd put in say 50,000. And there you go. You need to set your take profits at 11% somewhere around.
You just take that figure, for example, go back in to your bot and just put it into here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So you take the plus sign out because the you copied the plus sign over there, but you take the plus out and you just put the 11% in that, and then it would 11.11, I think it was. So you just need to take out the plus sign. That's it. And you would save that, obviously, if it was a
it was not active, if it's a live bot.
And then obviously if you wanted it to buy in, if you go down a little bit further on the settings there, that very first one, you can set that to a minus. So say you put in -5%, then it would wait for the market to drop by 5%. Then it would buy in. And then you're saying, well, from the point that it bought in, I want it to go up by 11% or 20% before it sells. And you can sort of just forget about it then, and it will buy in when it needs to, and it will sell when it needs to, and you don't have to look at it. And at that point, might I add, it's not taking any of your funds. Now, if you go to, that's called a limit order, what you're doing there.
Okay,
and
that's
if you went to Pancake Swap and did a limited order, your funds would be taken out of your wallet and put in a smart contract.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the funds. The funds stay in your MetaMask wallet.
That's really a great feature.
Yeah, it is a good. It's so that you know that if you're a trader, you're familiar with crypto, the default settings are for a complete beginner, and we've tested them for around 18 months to find out that give the average best results. Now, obviously, different tokens rise at different times and fall at different times. So if you're an experienced trader or you're familiar with crypto, you can set up different tokens to do different jobs. So you can set your robots up to do, different percentages buying in and selling and taking profits at different times, So, you've got all the settings there at your hands if you need them.
So tell me something. One thing, I just have like 2 questions again. I know it's a bit late across where you guys are. So in terms of that limit order, is that I saw the section, is it something that you would introduce or have more info about it so people could get that insight? Because to me it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, we're building a limit order with a trailing stop loss.
Okay.
Now that's one of our new bots that we're working on, and it's already there, but it's not finished. And so basically, a trailing stop loss will mean you set your bot up and you say, well, I'll buy in the market now. I'll do a stop loss at, say, 2%, what it is below the price now. But the profit, I don't care what the profit is. So as the price goes up, so let's say the price moves up by 1%, it will bring the stop loss up to now minus 1% of what you bought in at. And then if the price went up to 4%, your stop loss will be higher than what it bought in at. You see? And then if it goes up again, it's a trailing stop loss. Now, there's no DEX trading robot that's got a trailing stop loss. So this is a new feature we're working on.
Sounds really, really great.
Yeah, and then another feature that we're working on.
It will almost guarantee profit. Like instantly, if you think about the logics of it, like a concept,
exactly.
Stop loss.
It
goes up, it goes down.
Yeah, because if you buy into a coin, say like you buy Bitcoin, for example, and you got your stop loss set at 2%. Well, it sets that stop loss at the 2% that you bought in at. But as soon as the price moves up, the 2% is from where the price is now. Then if it moves up again, the 2% is from where the price is now. So it means it's dropped back down to that 2% before it sells. But that 2% could be, because it's a trailing stop loss, could be 20% or 5% or 10% above what you bought it in at. So then once it's gone past the entry point, you're guaranteed profit, aren't you?
Definitely.
I think if you need any help with that feature, Jerry, just give me a shout. I think we need to get that out. You need to get that out there.
Yeah, that'll be out there. We're working on some other stuff as well. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet because we're in stage.
My last question was, what's your future plans? But obviously, you're going to keep things to yourself. But where do you see Jonny Bot this time next year?
Well, we'll be doing cross-chain trading. We're going to do cross-chain chains. So in other words, you can trade from Binance over to Avalanche. You'll be able to trade from one blockchain to another. So you might be able to buy, and then you'll be able to do cross exchanges. So you might buy Bitcoin, say, on Uniswap, and sell it on Pancake Swap if it's a better deal. Now, I'm not going to say the word. Yeah, well, I'm not going to say that word because that will give too much away. But we're basically what we're doing, and we're also looking
I think it's
We're
just a
also
case of watching
looking at
the
other
space.
types of trading robots as well. But you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've broke into the market. We understand all the coding now. Now it's a matter of growing
And
with
working.
that market, yeah, and growing with, you know, and we got a good community. There's some guys, you know, think outside the box, come up with ideas, and you know, we're always welcome to new ideas. Not going to say we're going to do every idea, but you know, it's always good to have a fresh set of minds on it, and that's what we got in the community there. We've got some people that are switched on and want to get involved, you know, and that's what we want.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Well, that was
Excellent.
basically my last question as well, seeing that you done finish answering. Well, one thing I must say, it's really, really nice to have you on, taking the time. So definitely we will be seeing you on as new features come on. We see you back on some more lines so you can actually break it down
Yes,
to the
it'll be
audience
great
as
it'll be
well.
great to have you back on, Jeremy. Once you've got the ideas that you've mentioned, once probably down the line, a few months' time, just to show us what's
Yeah,
changed.
definitely. I'm always open to come on any calls. I'm always open.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, then great.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thanks again, Abdul, for jumping on. Thanks, Jeremy, as well for all the time.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay,
We'll
guys.
speak to you soon.
Come on.
Yourself.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.